Troy from Zia Comics here, and I have another unboxing for you. This big, beautiful Ahsoka Tano versus Darth Maul Diorama. We're going to unbox this for you. It's going to come out at about 20 inches high, about 15 inches wide, and maybe 10 and a half deep. It's a really nice statue, and I can't wait to bring it out here and show it to you and tell you a little bit about the backstory on this diorama. Here we have the SideShow outer box with some great artwork showing what the statue is going to look like when it's fully assembled. The inner styrofoam box here, branded with SideShow, does a lot to help keep these statues from being broken in shipment. You take off the top of that styrofoam box, and here we have all the pieces of the statue. I took the plastic away from around the pieces so you could see them and how they sit in the box. Here you can see this is number 833 at 2500, so it's semi-limited. 2500 is still a big number. This is the throne from Mandalore. This is where the battle took place between Darth Maul and Ahsoka. You can see a lot of the damage here. Maul was trying to lure out Kenobi and Skywalker, and instead he got Ahsoka Tano, and she was a handful for him. So you can see here a lot of the damage on the throne. Looks really good. Looks like it's been burnt, shot. Here is Ahsoka's body. You can see the armor as it reflects from the Clone Wars, where this battle took place. We're going to connect the arms and the head later. You can see here, even has the little spot for her saber to connect. So this looks really, really good, just like the armor from the cartoon Clone Wars. Here's the peg where she's going to connect to the throne. And next we're going to show you her right hand. She has the two blue sabers. She did the dual wielding. You can see here the lightsaber effect. They've got the motion effect on there. It's darker on the leading edge, lighter on the back edge. In fact, you can see translucent right there through you can see my hand through it at the end. That's to give it the motion effect. Left hand, more of the same. You're going to see how she has it bent up using her dual wielding. Really, really great detail considering this is taken from a cartoon. The Gruta, their heads, they usually have 3 lecus. You can see them here, 2 in the front, 1 toward the back. They say they use those for balance. And then she has also on top there the 2 monstrals. Typical Togrutas, you know, the orange face with the white markings. Here we have Darth Maul's body. If you don't know, he's one of the Night Brothers from Dathomir. He's a Zabrak, and it is typical for them to get tattooed when they were less than a year old. That's why he is red and black. In fact, those black Sith tattoos, he lost his Dathomir tattoos, and Darth Sidious, who is the Emperor, is the one who gave him his black Sith tattoos. Great detail on the outfit. A lot of the great shading actually looks like it gives it some motion effect. Here we have Darth Maul's right hand. And again, he's in motion, so you're going to see the darker front edge, leading edge, and it fades out to the back edge to give it that motion effect like they did in the Clone Wars. Move over to the left hand. Same thing, he's got the lightsaber staff. Ignore that piece of styrofoam on there. That stuff sticks to everything. And the face. They really captured the anger in his face with his scowl and those terrifying Sith and Zabrak tattoos. Normal Zabraks, they don't typically have those, and you saw those in The Mandalorian Season 1 where they attacked Din Djarin. These were a rite of passage for the Night Brothers. And then again, the other Sith tattoos when he joined the Sith. All right, let's start assembling this bad boy. We're going to start with the base, as usual. You want to start with the big, heavy bottom piece there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh. And you can see the damage on here showing. Oh, so nice. So nice. Let's start with, let's go evil. Let's start with the Sith. So he is going to be coming in, I believe, from this side. It sounds good. We got his body up in there. And like you can see, it's keyed and it's got a peg in it because it's going to take a lot of weight. And if you notice, Ahsoka, it kind of doesn't look right when you're going to put it on because it looks like she's facing away, but her body, you can see her body's twisted and she's blocking from behind. And if you watched Clone Wars Season 7, Episode 10, where this battle takes place, one of the best saber duels, not just movie, but any saber duel. That includes the movies. It was amazing. Like I said, it was right after Darth Maul had taken over the Mandalorians. He beat Vizla and took his Dark Saber, so that made him the boss. Because whoever holds the Dark Saber is the leader of the Mandalorians. Oh, that's so nice. Magnetic, keyed, and you can feel, I don't know if you can hear that. Clicks right into place. And it holds it pretty well, like it's not gonna fall out. So yeah, he was leader of Mandalorians, and it was it's part of Crimson Dawn. If you watched Solo, a Star Wars story, that's where that's from. He was just, he was so upset because not just upset at Obi-Wan, but because Obi-Wan did cut him in half, and the only thing that kept him alive was his rage against Obi-Wan. Let me see why it isn't going in right. Yeah, because it was too close to this, and I couldn't really get it, and I didn't want to force it, so sometimes it's easier just to take it out. Because as you can see, it's really close. Really kind of touching his leg there. So yeah, his hatred for Obi-Wan kept him alive. He had spider legs. When he first reappeared, when Savage found him, his brother found him in the trash heap. He had crafted himself spider legs, and then he went and got his new mechanical legs right here from the Night Sisters, who were also Force. Do I want to say Force sensitive, or they're Force users? Yeah. Anyway, they used a little bit of their Sith magic, and got him his legs and got him to working. So he wanted to get back at Sidious, the Emperor, for kind of passing him up for a new apprentice. He also wanted to get back at Obi-Wan for nearly killing him, and he couldn't get either one of them to show up. And guess who showed up? Ahsoka. She showed up, and she fought him tooth and nail. Man, it was really, really close. It could have gone either way. They both had advantages at one point. And she had the last advantage, and they caught old Darth and took him away. And if you haven't watched Clone Wars, which is really not a spoiler, it's been out for years and years, you'll find out. He gets away. He gets away from him. He eventually meets up and fights Obi-Wan again, the guy who he hates so bad. But yeah, there you have it, man. It's a real easy assemble. You got the throne, you've got the body, so that's 2 pieces, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9 total pieces. And it does the best it can at capturing that battle from the Clone Wars. It's amazing. That doesn't look right. Probably because it ain't right. Again, that fits much better. Yeah, it might be easier to assemble the bodies first and then attach them to the throne. Yeah, that looks so much better. Still really close to his leg. Really, really close. SideShow is showing this to be about 20 inches high. Let's check their measurements. They've been known to be off by sometimes a little and sometimes a lot. They're showing a 19.98, basically 20 inches. I'm showing it considerably more. Because 20 inches puts me right here. You still got that arc. So it's more than 20 inches. It's closer to almost 21. But let's call it 20 3/4. So a little off on that one. Let's go with they're showing it to be about 14.5 wide. Let's go from the widest spot, which is probably going to be the sabers. So we're looking at about right there. And that's pretty close. That's pretty close. 14.5, good. We'll call it 14.5. Deep. Problem with the deep is you can see her knee sticks out past the base. So we're going to measure from the back of the throne. Let's say back of the throne to her kneecap. Right about now. And SideShow's saying about 10.16. They're pretty close on that one. I'll give it to them on that one. Width and depth, I got you, SideShow. But not for, oh, you know what? I got this one wrong too, I believe. Man, I was just doing everything backwards. Hey, did that look better? Yeah, I screwed it up. But we fixed it. It didn't look right. I had to look at the hands. Always look for the thumb placement, because if it looks like their wrist is broken, it's probably wrong. SideShow Darth Maul versus Ahsoka Tano Diorama. Sale about $595. A little pricey for for the size and everything, but it is polystone and it's a really nice piece. It'd be a great addition to any Star Wars fans collection. If you like this unboxing and you'd like to see more like it, subscribe to the channel. It helps us out a lot and allows us to make videos like this for you guys for free. While you're at it, hit that bell icon. You'll be notified whenever we put up a new video. And until you see that new video, later nerds.